There are cars, and then there is the Rolls-Royce Phantom, a name that has long stood not just for automotive excellence, but for something more profound: status, silence, presence, and the essence of craftsmanship. In 2025, the Phantom returns not to reinvent itself, but to refine what was already considered untouchable. Because when you are the benchmark of luxury, you don't chase trends. You set the tone. Quietly, confidently. The 2025 Rolls-Royce Phantom is not a revolution. It doesn't need to be. It is instead a masterclass in evolution, where heritage meets innovation, where timeless elegance embraces the future, and where the journey itself becomes the destination. Let us begin where most people will, standing before it. The Phantom's design remains unmistakably regal. The signature Pantheon grille still stands tall at the front, subtly illuminated from within, casting a soft glow in the night like a lighthouse of luxury. The spirit of Ecstasy? Still there, proudly leading the way. But in 2025, she's slightly lower, more aerodynamic, and now seamlessly retracts when the car is locked or moving at speed. Details. Always the details. Rolls-Royce hasn't chased aggressive lines or flashy curves. Instead, the Phantom maintains that almost surreal minimalism. Its bodywork clean, its panels seemingly endless, its proportions mythic. And yet, a closer look reveals subtleties. Laser-sharp daytime running lights, a redesigned lower fascia that whispers of modernity, and wheels that feel like moving jewelry. In motion or at rest, the 2025 Phantom doesn't shout. It doesn't need to. It simply arrives and the world pauses. Open the rear-hinged coach doors and step inside, and you're no longer in a car. You're in a private sanctuary, wrapped in silence, framed in wood, chrome, leather, and art. The 2025 Phantom continues Rolls-Royce's tradition of bespoke interiors, where nearly every surface, color, and material can be configured to the owner's desire. But this year, they've raised the bar again. A new selection of sustainable leathers, open-pore woods, and even stone veneers are offered for those who seek not just luxury, but a deeper connection to nature. And then, there's the gallery, a strip of art embedded in the dashboard, fully customizable. From hand-painted silk panels to 3D printed sculptures, your Phantom can house art that exists nowhere else on Earth. The rear cabin, long wheelbase of course, is not a back seat. It's a throne room. Reclining seats with calf rests, built-in massage programs, champagne coolers, and starlit headliners with shooting stars that gently streak across the night sky ceiling. Every door closes with the softest touch, either at your command or the push of a button. And when it shuts, the world disappears. Triple-layer acoustic glass, 130 kilograms of sound deadening, and active noise cancellation tuned to near perfection. These combine to make the Phantom possibly the quietest car ever made. Underneath that impossibly long bonnet still lives a 6.75-liter V12 engine, twin-turbocharged, whisper quiet, and tuned not for aggression but for effortlessness. The numbers: 563 horsepower, 664 pound-feet of torque. A 0 to 60 time in under 5 seconds. Though frankly, such statistics feel almost vulgar in a Rolls-Royce. What matters isn't the speed, but the serenity with which it's delivered. But new for 2025 is what Rolls-Royce calls the Silent Drive Enhancement System, a next-generation predictive suspension suite. Using satellite data, camera inputs, and AI algorithms, the Phantom now reads the road ahead even more accurately, adjusting its air suspension to anticipate imperfections before you feel them. It's not so much riding as floating. Even the steering has been refined, lighter at low speeds, more grounded at highway cruising. Rear-wheel steering improves maneuverability, making this near 6-meter limousine feel almost nimble in tight city spaces. And for those seeking something more electric, well, the Phantom remains proudly V12. Rolls-Royce's first full EV, the Spectre, covers that front. The Phantom stays loyal to its grand touring roots, for now. Technology in the Phantom is never brash. It's hidden, discreet, effortlessly accessible. A new digital dashboard now replaces the older analog clusters, but with visuals designed to resemble traditional Rolls-Royce dials. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, but subtly integrated behind menus that prioritize grace over gadgets. Rear passengers enjoy twin HD screens, a dedicated Wi-Fi hotspot, and voice-controlled personal assistants that can set the cabin temperature, summon your driver, or book your next dinner reservation. Even the umbrella in the door? Heated now. Because luxury lives in the details. Owning a 2025 Phantom is not about transportation. It's about entering a world. Rolls-Royce offers unparalleled bespoke services. Commission a unique paint color. Embed your family crest in the headrests. Engrave your initials in the tread plates. And then there's Whispers, Rolls-Royce's private app for clients, offering access to exclusive events, hidden travel destinations, and experiences that simply don't exist for anyone else. Service? It comes to you. Your Phantom never needs to wait in line. It's collected, maintained, and returned without disrupting your day. Rolls-Royce understands. Time is the ultimate luxury. The 2025 Rolls-Royce Phantom is not for everyone. It was never meant to be. It's a machine built without compromise, for a world that still values permanence in an age of constant change. It's the rare place where craftsmanship meets soul, where silence speaks louder than performance stats, and where the road ahead is not a challenge, but a canvas. In a world rushing to be seen, the Phantom remains a symbol for those who prefer to move in silence, surrounded by beauty, guided by legacy. Rolls-Royce did not reinvent the Phantom in 2025. It simply made it better, quieter, smarter, more personal. Because when you already build the best car in the world, the goal isn't to impress. The goal is to endure.